In the vast, silent theater of space, a new human story is about to unfold. It's a mission that echoes the daring voyages of Apollo, yet pushes the boundaries of technology further than ever before. We're not just going back to the moon, we're learning to live and work in deep space. This is the story of Artemis II, a 10-day, half-a-million-mile journey that will take 4 astronauts on a breathtaking loop around the moon and bring them safely home. It's a flight test of monumental importance, where every system, every procedure, and every astronaut will be pushed to the limit. The stakes are immense. Success will pave the way for humanity to once again walk on the lunar surface. Failure is not an option. This is the full breakdown of how NASA will pull off one of the most audacious test flights in history. So, what exactly is Artemis II? At its core, it's the first crewed flight test of NASA's deep space exploration systems, the colossal Space Launch System, or SLS rocket, and the state-of-the-art Orion spacecraft. For the first time in over 50 years, humans will venture beyond low Earth orbit. The crew, Commander Reed Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover, and mission specialists Christina Koch and Jeremy Hansen, will be the pioneers of this new lunar era. Their primary objective is to prove that the hardware is ready. They will test Orion's life support, navigation, and communication systems in the harsh environment of deep space. They'll manually pilot the spacecraft, test its rendezvous and proximity operations, and validate every procedure that future crews will depend on. This isn't just a joyride. It's a meticulous, high-stakes dress rehearsal for returning to the moon with Artemis III and establishing a long-term human presence. The journey begins with the undisputed star of the show, the Space Launch System. Standing taller than the Statue of Liberty, the SLS is the most powerful rocket ever built, designed specifically to send heavy payloads like the Orion spacecraft to the moon and beyond. Its architecture is a marvel of engineering, combining proven technology with modern advancements. The backbone is the massive orange core stage, which holds over 730,000 gallons of supercooled liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. At its base are 4 RS-25 engines, the same highly reliable and efficient engines that powered the space shuttle fleet, but upgraded for even greater performance. Strapped to the sides are 2 5-segment solid rocket boosters, the largest ever built for flight. At liftoff, these boosters and the core stage engines will ignite simultaneously, generating a staggering 8.8 million pounds of thrust. That's more power than 160,000 Corvette engines combined. This immense force is what's needed to break the chains of Earth's gravity and set Orion on its path. Riding atop this pillar of fire is the Orion spacecraft, humanity's next-generation vessel for deep space exploration. Orion is composed of 2 main parts. First, the crew module, a familiar capsule shape but larger and more advanced than its Apollo predecessor. It's designed to house 4 astronauts for up to 21 days, providing a safe, habitable environment with advanced cockpit displays and controls. This is the only part of the spacecraft that returns to Earth. The second part is the European Service Module, or ESM, provided by the European Space Agency. This is Orion's powerhouse. It contains the main engine stirrer, Meade's maneuvering thrusters, and carries the mission's essential supplies: water, oxygen, nitrogen, and electricity generated by its 4 large solar arrays. The ESM is the workhorse that will perform the major burns to get Orion to the moon and back. Together, these modules form a vehicle capable of keeping its crew alive and safe, hundreds of thousands of miles from home. Step 1. Supercharge the ride. The mission begins with the thunderous roar of the SLS liftoff from Kennedy Space Center. In just 2 minutes, the solid rocket boosters burn through all their propellant and are jettisoned, falling away into the Atlantic. The core stage continues to fire for another 6 minutes, pushing Orion faster and higher until it reaches the edge of space. After the core stage separates, the interim cryogenic propulsion stage, or ICPS, ignites. This upper stage performs an initial burn to place Orion into a high Earth orbit, an elliptical path that takes it thousands of miles above the planet. This isn't just a parking orbit, it's a critical checkout phase. Here, with the Earth still relatively close, the crew and mission control will spend several hours performing crucial system checks. They'll test life support, verify the navigation systems are locked on, and ensure all communications links are crystal clear. This is their last chance to confirm everything is perfect before committing to the journey to the moon. Once every system gets a green light, it's time for the most critical maneuver of the early mission, the trans-lunar injection, or TLI. This is the on-ramp to the moon. On command from Houston, the ICPS will ignite its engine one last time for a powerful 20-minute burn. This burn acts like a massive slingshot, accelerating the Orion spacecraft from orbital velocity to over 22,000 miles per hour. This precise burst of energy is what's needed to escape Earth's orbit and begin the 3-day coast to the moon. After the burn is complete, the now spent ICPS is jettisoned, and Orion is flying free, a tiny, independent ship on a vast cosmic ocean. For the next few days, the crew will settle in for the trans-lunar coast, a period of relative quiet as they travel 250,000 miles, watching the Earth shrink to a beautiful blue marble in their windows. Step 2. The lunar loop. The path Orion takes to the moon is a masterpiece of orbital mechanics known as a free return trajectory. This isn't a direct flight, it's an elegant, pre-calculated arc designed with safety as its top priority. The trajectory is shaped so that if Orion were to lose its main engine after the TLI burn, the moon's gravity would naturally capture the spacecraft, swing it around the far side, and fling it back towards Earth without needing to fire its engine again. It's a built-in safety net. As Orion approaches the moon, it will perform a flyby, not an orbit or a landing. The spacecraft will swing around the lunar far side, getting as close as 6,400 miles from the surface. From this vantage point, the crew will witness a sight only 24 humans have ever seen before. The rugged, cratered landscape of the lunar far side, a hemisphere permanently hidden from our view on Earth. As Orion slips behind the moon, its path bent by the immense gravitational pull, the crew will experience a profound moment of isolation. The bulk of the moon will physically block all direct radio signals to and from Earth, initiating a communications blackout. For several minutes, the 4 astronauts will be completely alone, cut off from the other 8 billion people in the universe. During this time, they are fully autonomous. They will continue their system checks and capture invaluable imagery of the lunar surface, but they will be without the constant guidance of mission control. It's a test of both the spacecraft's autonomy and the crew's training and composure. Then, as Orion emerges from the far side, they will witness one of the most iconic sights in space exploration, a stunning Earthrise, as our vibrant blue planet ascends over the barren gray lunar horizon. Step 3. The ride home chooses you. After the lunar flyby, the free return trajectory does its job, slinging Orion back on a path toward Earth. The return journey is faster, taking about 3 days as the spacecraft accelerates in Earth's gravity well. The final challenge is re-entry, the most dangerous phase of any space mission after launch. Orion will hit the top of Earth's atmosphere traveling at nearly 25,000 miles per hour, or Mach 32. To manage the colossal energy and extreme heat of this return, Orion will perform a maneuver called a skip re-entry. Instead of plunging directly through the atmosphere, it will dip into the upper layers once, using the friction to bleed off a significant amount of speed, and then literally skip back out into space, like a stone on water. This allows the spacecraft to cool before it begins its final, irreversible descent. On the second dip, the heat shield will face temperatures of nearly 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, half as hot as the surface of the sun, protecting the crew inside. While the mission is meticulously planned, spaceflight is inherently risky, and NASA has built in layers of redundancy and abort options. The most dramatic is the launch abort system, a powerful rocket tower mounted on top of Orion. If a catastrophic failure occurs on the launch pad or during ascent, this system can ignite in milliseconds, pulling the crew capsule away from the failing SLS rocket with over 400,000 pounds of thrust, carrying it to a safe altitude for parachute deployment. Other abort modes exist for later in the flight, such as an abort to orbit if the SLS underperforms. And as we've discussed, the free return trajectory itself is a critical safety feature for the trans-lunar phase. Every component on Orion has backups, and the crew is trained extensively to handle a wide range of potential emergencies. Safety is woven into the very fabric of the Artemis program. Artemis II is not an end in itself. It is a critical stepping stone. Every piece of data collected, every system validated, and every procedure perfected on this mission directly enables the next, even more ambitious chapter. Artemis III. That will be the mission that lands the first woman and the next man on the lunar surface, likely near the moon's south pole where water ice may be present. The success of Artemis II proves the transportation system works. It gives NASA the confidence to integrate the human landing system, the lunar lander, and proceed with a surface expedition. Beyond that, Artemis II paves the way for the construction of the Gateway, a small space station in lunar orbit that will serve as a staging point for missions to the surface, and eventually, for crewed missions to Mars. This 10-day loop is the essential first step in building a sustainable, long-term human presence in deep space. After surviving the fiery re-entry, a series of parachutes will deploy in sequence, slowing the Orion capsule from hundreds of miles per hour to a gentle 20 miles per hour. Finally, it will splash down safely in the Pacific Ocean, where a U.S. Navy recovery team will be waiting to retrieve the crew and the capsule. From the violent launch to the silent lunar loop and the blazing return, the Artemis II mission is a symphony of engineering, courage, and ambition. It's a test flight designed for safety, for epic views, and for proving that humanity is ready to take its next giant leap. This mission is more than just a technical demonstration. It's a signal to the world that we are once again a spacefaring species capable of exploring new worlds. If you're as excited as we are and want a deep dive into the Artemis III landing mission, comment Moon Loop below. And, to make sure you don't miss our coverage of the historic liftoff, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. The journey back to the moon has begun.